Hello everyone and welcome back to Brink of Speed. The brand new C8 Corvette goes head to head against the Shelby GT500 Mustang and makes it easy for buyers to choose which brand new American sports car they want. Now, before we get into that, I would like to thank everyone who sent their thoughts and prayers to me and Christine's entire family last week from my last video. You guys are all like family, and I love you so much for your amazing support. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on the video. Now again, I will preface this by stating that we are looking at another review from Motor Trend, and I myself have lost respect for this company. Nonetheless, though, I still respect Randy Popes and his driving skills. First thing that I wanted to discuss is, are these two cars really in the same league, and should they be in competition with each other on a road course? This is what we know about each car. The new 2020 C8 Corvette starting price is $59,995. The 2020 GT500 Mustang starting price is $70,300. The C8 has 495 horsepower and 470 torque. The GT500 has 760 horsepower and 625 torque. The C8 is a naturally aspirated 6.2-liter V8, while the GT500 is a 5.2-liter supercharged V8. They both come with an all-new dual-clutch transmission, but the C8 has an 8-speed while the GT has a 7-speed. The GT is quite heavy, weighing in at 4,200 pounds, while the C8 is almost 600 pounds lighter at 3,647 pounds. The C8 looks like a European exotic supercar inside and out, while the GT looks more like a modern version of the Mustang. Motor Trend, as you know, was very impressed with the interior of the C8, but they didn't like the GT's interior at all. As you can see, these two cars are not just a little different. They probably aren't even in the same league. The Corvette has always been a more exotic type sports car and lately considered a supercar. The Mustang, even if it is a Shelby, is still a Mustang, which is the true definition of an American sport/muscle car. The Corvette has handled like it's on rails for a long time, while the Mustang has only in the last 10 to 15 years had models that handle well. We do know the track capabilities of the GT350 and the GT350R, and we also know that Shelby has built this GT500 to be both drag strip and road course capable. I've never driven a GT350, but I have driven a lot of Mustangs, and they always feel like I'm driving a fast station wagon. Now, I'm not trying to offend any Mustang people out there. This is just my personal experience that I've had with Mustangs. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think the difference is between Corvettes and Mustangs. Okay, so let's go ahead and discuss what Randy Popes discovered about each car on the track. We already know about the last test that they did with the C8 at VIR, which is Virginia International Raceway. He was extremely impressed by the handling and immediately liked it better than the C7. The C8 had great turn-in and felt like a precise laser carving its way around the track. He did mention that it had a couple of quirks though, mid-corner understeer and trailing throttle oversteer, but those were just minor issues that didn't change the fact that the C8 was excellent on the track and far superior to any other past generation Corvette. He congratulated GM for doing a great job with this all-new mid-engine design. Now, on to the GT500. This new Mustang had a reputation to uphold because the GT350 turned out to be a road course beast. Randy said this new Mustang encouraged aggressive driving. The grip and handling were amazing and precise. Also, the new 7-speed dual-clutch transmission is what really blew him away. In track mode, if you let it upshift and downshift on its own, it is smart enough to shift just like Randy would have done in a manual mode. Randy even stressed that with this new GT500, in some tight corners where he would leave it in third gear in manual mode, the automatic mode did the exact same thing. So he was very impressed with that. He was happy with the handling of the GT, but stressed that if you haven't gone through several racing schools or one Daytona at least once, you shouldn't ever disengage the active handling or traction control. Randy was also not thrilled with the brakes on the GT. Even though they were enormous at 16.5 inches for the rotors, he said they were the largest he had ever experienced. But he complained that the brakes were a bit squishy. This was disconcerting at 170 miles an hour. These brakes compared to the GT350 brakes were on the opposite end of the spectrum, as they were too strong. Pope said somewhere in the middle would have been perfect. Randy also made the claim that this new GT500 with the carbon fiber track pack is so good it's moved into the supercar realm. That's impressive, guys. What do you think about that? Leave me a comment below and let me know. Now let's get to the track times. The difference between these two cars was easily explained in one short sentence. The GT evaporated the straights while the C8 carved through the corners. With a lap time of 1 minute and 59 seconds, 0.68, the GT edged out the C8 by a little over a second. This really isn't saying much though, because the GT has over 270 more horsepower and is hitting 13 miles an hour higher speed in the straight. Was this a fair comparison? Actually, yes, in one way and no in another. Yes, because the C8 proved that it could hold its own against this Shelby beast. No, because again, they are not true comparables. To further this point, once they brought in the full track pack GT500 with Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires and all of the aero that goes with that track pack, it absolutely left the Z51 C8 in its dust. In my opinion, they should have taken a GT350 out there and put it to the test against the Z51 C8. This would have been a perfect comparison. Also, when the C8 Z06 comes out, they should have it compete with the GT500. Let's see how much of a chance it'll have then. I'm betting on the Z06 absolutely annihilating the GT500 on any track you want to put them on. That matchup will be fair. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you agree or disagree with this statement. So the real question is, which one do you like the most and how much can you afford? As you know, there is a $10,000 price difference between the two cars, and that doesn't even count the automatic markup between $20,000 to $40,000 that all of these Ford dealerships will do on every GT500. So as the title states, Ford has made your choice really simple. If you are both a Corvette and a Shelby Cobra fan, will you pay $30,000 to $50,000 more for a GT500 just to get more horsepower and a little faster of a lap? I know I won't. I also know there were a lot of people who canceled their GT500 orders as soon as the price and specs came out for the C8 Corvette. So with all of that said, I truly believe that Ford has shot themselves in the foot by allowing this comparison between these two cars. I think the GT500 sales are going to be hurt for sure. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. And that's really going to do it for this video, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a lot about these two absolutely amazing cars. If so, leave me a comment below and a big thumbs up. Also, if you're still shopping for Christmas, make sure and check out the Brink of Speed store, which will be linked below in the first pinned comment and in the video description. Remember, I have one of these Z51 C8s on order and will be getting it sometime this spring and bringing you loads of content on this brand new C8 Corvette. So if you like what you're seeing on this channel, please consider hitting that red subscribe and bell notification so that you're notified when my new content comes out. I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you out on the road.